All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakim that's pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth and our truth of sincerity and in diligence. All right, man. Like the topic, I seen this video from this guy, NY Prepper. He keeps up with the, what's going on over there in Russia. But, he posted this yesterday. It says, emergency alert chaos in the Holy Land on Passover/Easter. You see what I'm saying? Palestinians attack Israel. So, if you know anything about the Bible, if you read the Bible, then you know that, okay, something is wrong here, okay? Because the scriptures clearly states that, well, I'm going to just get it. How about this? Let's see, Isaiah. And this is future prophecy. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, the word of Isaiah, son of Amos, came concerning Judah and Jerusalem. It shall come to pass in the last days, right? The last days, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established to the top of the mountains and be exalted above all hills, and all nations shall flow into it. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua shall reign supreme in the earth. The government of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua shall reign supreme, okay? It says, and many people shall go and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall flow forth the law of the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among nations and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. And nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So the scripture says, that all nations shall flow into what? The government of the Lord. So is that happening right now on the planet Earth? It's not. That's not happening, because you got all types of wickedness. You got all these different ideologies. You got all these different people, that doesn't reverence the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You got all these things going on the planet Earth. So the thing is that, hey, the Lord is getting ready. This is getting ready to happen. But the point is that it hasn't happened. So, it says that they should not learn war anymore. So if they should not learn war anymore, then in this video, it has to show you that what? Because it also says what? It says, let's see. It says when they're in their land, when it says, they shall flow into it, right? You know what I'm saying? So whenever Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is, whenever his government reigns supreme on the earth, whenever righteousness is reigning supreme on earth, right? Then what? It's not going to be any more war on the planet Earth, right? But when you look at this video here, and we're going to get into it, you see that it's chaos in the what? Israel. You see? So it has to show you one or two things. Well, not one or two. It show you two things. Somebody's lying, and those ain't the people. Because it is also written in a place when you go to Revelations 2:9, it says, I know thy works are not in tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know thy blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan. So those people in the land right now calling themselves Jews, and they not. Now, we know that this is talking about what Israelites, during that time, in the time of the Romans, right? But, who's calling themselves Jews at this point? Who's calling themselves the real Jews? These so-called white people, man, these Amalekites that's in our land, right? So they're the ones that call themselves Jews and are not, man. All right? So let's just play the video.
On, guys. It's Greg here, a.k.a. NY Prepper. It is Thursday, April 6th, 2023, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. So the Palestinians launched a massive amount of rockets at Israel last night on the first day of Passover, and now Israel has launched retaliatory strikes against Gaza and Lebanon. So this is absolutely crazy, guys. Apparently there were at least 100 rockets launched from Lebanon towards northern Israel, and this is the largest attack on Israel since 2006. And at this moment, as of 5:54 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States, Israel has started a counterattack or a counter strike, and they are currently striking targets in Gaza, in the Gaza Strip, and they're also flying in Lebanese airspace. The Israeli military has recalled all military personnel that were on vacation and on leave, and all bomb shelters in Israel have been opened. And what you're looking at here is a picture of the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, and then his defense minister at an emergency meeting that they had right after these attacks. So it looks like Israel is in the process of launching a full-scale retaliatory strike. And the U.S. State Department released a statement saying, "We condemn the launch of rockets from Lebanon and Gaza. Our commitment to Israel's security is ironclad. We recognize Israel's legitimate right to defend itself against all forms of aggression." And the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem has alerted its employees to avoid all travel to within 18 kilometers of the Israel-Lebanon border. Okay, so let me just share some videos here. Here we have a video from earlier today showing these Palestinian missiles or rockets flying over Israel. You can see the contrails here. Okay. And apparently at least 100 rockets were launched. So that is just absolutely crazy, massive amount. And here we have a video of a gas station somewhere in Israel that got hit with a rocket and is now burning. Okay. And
So in Salaki for the training of background, this is Esau's kingdom. This old bitch ass shit, man. Like, I hope y'all can hear it over the train, man. But like these people in the land, these so-called Jews that's in the land, which are not Jews, they in the land. If they was the real people of the land, all right, then it wouldn't be no war in the land. It wouldn't be rockets flying and making anybody afraid, man. Because really and truly, it's these fucking white people, these Idumeans, huh? They took the land and possessed it and called it theirs, man. All right? It is Ezekiel 36, right? This is Ezekiel 36 and 5. It says, Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy I have spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land unto their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with this despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey, man. So, these Amalekites, man, these so-called white people, they took the Holy Land and called it theirs, man. And that's why you got all this turmoil in the land. That's how these are not the people of the Lord, in which we're gonna prove it. Let's go to, let's see, where you want to go? This is Zephaniah. Let's see, Zephaniah 3 and 13. It says, And the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. So, the Lord's people shall what? They shall not speak lies. They shall not deceive. They shall not have a deceitful tongue found in their mouth. They shall lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Right. So when this is happening, that means that what? Israel is going to have rest on all sides. Correct. But right now in the land, what's going on, man? You see, because right here it says the remnant of Israel. And we know that only the remnant is going to return back and be what? Delivered. So we know that this is a future prophecy, man. It says, sing, O daughter Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord had taken away thy judgments. Right. So if these are the people, the Lord had taken away their judgments and their land, they lying down in their land and they're not afraid. Right now, they got Well, when this happened, it was missiles flying all over the place, man. OK. OK, he said he had cast out thine enemy, the king of Israel, even Yahweh is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore. You see, in that day it shall be said, Jerusalem, fear not, and to Zion, let not thine hands be slack. For Yahweh is in the midst of thee, is mighty, he will save, he will rejoice over thee with joy, he will rest in his love, he will joy over thee with singing. Okay? So, the thing is what, man? Hey, these people that are in the land this proves that they're not the people of the Bible. They are not the true Israelites. Okay, let's get another one. Zechariah 14 says what? And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord. All right. And his name one, right? It says, all the land shall be turned as the plain of Jeba to Ramon, south of Jerusalem, which is Jerusalem. It says, it shall be lifted up and inhabited. It shall be lifted up and inhabited in her place from Benjamin's gate unto the place of the first gate, unto the corner, and from the tower of Hanel unto the king's winepress, and men shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. You see? Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. Well, when is that? When? Because it ain't right now. Because Jerusalem is getting aired out. It's all types of danger going on around there, man. So let's go back to the video.
Here we have a video of apparently the Palestinians launching rockets towards Israel. You can see multiple rockets being fired, a massive barrage. I don't know if this was during the attack or if this is happening now. And they're, retaliating against Israel for Israel retaliating against them. But you can see a massive amount of MLRS being launched at Israel. So this is absolutely biblical, guys. Okay, for this to happen right on Passover and also right before Easter. I mean, this is absolutely biblical. And here we have another video of a rocket impact somewhere in Israel. You can see this big plume of smoke here. And here's another one, another rocket impact.
And see what it is that he's speaking from, an American standpoint, right? He's been taught that those people in the land are the true Jews when they're not, man, right? Because they're in that land, that's who the people are. No, man, all right. We are people before a place. Look, this is 2 Maccabees 5:19. It says, nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place sake, but the place for the people's sake. You see what I'm saying? Right? So wherever the people is, that's what Jerusalem is. Right? I mean, now you do have a land called Jerusalem, Israel, but he didn't choose the people for the place sake, but he chose the place for the people's sake. Okay? All right? So, yeah, you want to do that. All right, so therefore what, man? Wherever in Jerusalem, Israel is a people before it's a place. So you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the true children of the Most High. If we was in our land, it wouldn't be no war on the planet Earth, man. All the nations would be in subjection under us. It would be righteousness established on the planet Earth, man. Okay? All right. So that was it on the video. And it would, like I said, this is not gonna be long. I'm gonna get this one last precept, and I'm gonna wrap it up. This is Jeremiah 32 and 36. It says, damn, hold on, let me go ahead and get that down. It says, now therefore thus said Yahweh, the power of Israel concerning this city. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna read it in the NLT. Let's read it in the NLT. See what the NLT got for us. It says, see, promise of restoration, right? And we most definitely ain't restored. This is what's going to happen whenever Israel, is restored. It says, now I want to say something more about this city. You have been saying it will fall to the king of Babylon through war, famine, disease. But this is what Yahweh, the power of Israel, say. I will certainly bring my people back again from all the countries where I scattered them in my fury. You see, because we are a scattered people. When you go into what? Scattered, the diaspora, right? We're the dispersed. It says, I will certainly bring my people back again from the countries where I scattered them in my fury. I will bring them back to this very city and let them live in peace and safety. So if those people, because, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? Because when we was captives under the Babylonians, who took down the Babylonians? The Medo-Persian Empire. Then after that was what? The Greeks. And after that was what? The Romans. Right? So we've been in servitude. We've been in captivity, empire after empire. So when did this happen? Because it hasn't happened. It says, let them live in peace and safety, and they will be my people, and I will be their power, and I will give them one heart and one purpose to worship me forever in their own good and for their own good and for the good of their descendants. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, and I will never stop doing good for them. I will put a desire in their heart to worship me, and they will never leave me. See, because what? This hasn't happened. So right now you got Israelites going off, man. Right? You got Israelites, getting ready for Easter, man. They don't have the desire of the Lord, man. Right? He said he's going to put a covenant, you know what I'm saying, to where we'll have a desire to worship the Lord. And this is when what? When we're restored as a nation, when all Israel is saved, when we're under the second covenant, right? It says, I will find joy doing good for them and will faithfully and wholeheartedly replant them in this land. It says, this is what Yahweh said, just as have I brought all these calamities on them, so will I do good. So will I do all the good I have promised them. Okay. So, basically, just showing you how these ain't the people of the land, man. Because right now you got all this turmoil going on the land, especially on the Passover, so-called
crazy
Passover.
situation.
Their so-called Passover.
The Bible says that
which is
anybody
full of
that
wickedness,
goes against
idolatry.
Israel,
You got Tel
will be
Aviv,
punished.
like where they hump a wall over there, man. They have
God will protect
they said it's the
Israel,
most
the Holy Land.
Moish
And
city
here we
on
have
the
a
planet,
video
man.
of
Okay,
some of the Israeli strikes
this place
on Gaza. The
This
first
place, hey, look,
strikes, the
these heathens have
retaliatory
defiled the
strikes. You
land,
can
man.
see
That's why the Lord gonna have to send
over
nukes on
here
this
in the
place too, man.
distance.
Gonna have to send nukes on the land to clean it, man. So he can
that's pretty
plant, so he
much
can
it, guys. I'm going to
replant
keep you
the people
updated
that's
on this
supposed to be in there,
situation,
man.
and
So
I will
because
be
if the
doing a
true people,
bigger
if the
update
true Jews
later
was in
on
the land right now,
tonight
this wouldn't be
on
going
the
on.
situation
We
in
read it in
Ukraine and
Isaiah.
other
Let's go get it
news.
again.
But I wanted to just share this with you.
This is
Looks
Isaiah
like this
2.
situation is very serious. Israel.
This is Isaiah 2 and 2. It says, it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. And many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the house of the Lord, to the house of So like to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. And nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So it's not going to be any more war on the planet Earth because everything is going to be at peace because righteousness is going to be established on the planet Earth. Okay? So with that, man, Lord willing, you are edified. Shalom.